The House voted overwhelmingly to create a new committee to focus on China. 65 Democrats voted against it. Congressman Jim Jordan, the new Judiciary Chair, joins me now. Congressman, are you introducing a new era of confrontation with China?
Well, no, I think we just have to understand just how they are our adversaries, certainly, and look at what they've done with international trade, violating international trade norms, their seizure of intellectual property, and frankly, go back to the attitude I think we had in the previous administration, which is where President Trump stood up to first president to stand up to China and say, look, we're not going to tolerate all this. So, and then you see what they're trying to do, influencing our country via TikTok and other things. So I think all that is part of that select committee that will be chaired by our colleague, Mr. Gallagher. I think he'll do a great job. But this is something that's really important, and that's why there's a select committee that's focused on it. And it was good to see we had some bipartisan support for the creation of this committee.
Yeah, I think it's important to remember that President Trump was the only president to confront China. Yep. And as soon as he left office and Joe Biden came in, China overran Hong Kong and threatened Taiwan. I mean, I think it's important to point that out. Last word.
It's also important, Stuart, to remember this is where that virus sure looks like it started in that lab that wasn't up to code, and then all the misinformation, all the frankly lies we heard from China about the virus right when it first broke out. I mean, maybe things would have been better for everyone around the world, less loss of life, and certainly the economic impact that we've had from COVID, and it all started there as well. So I think that's part of this discussion and this select committee as we move forward also.
You're now chairing the Judiciary Committee. And there's a new subcommittee just approved to investigate what's called the weaponization of the federal government. Yeah. Can you give me an example of how the administration has, as you say, weaponized an agency?
I can give you many. The Department of Justice targeted parents, treated parents as domestic terrorists who simply showed up at school board meeting to advocate for their son or daughters. The FBI paid Twitter $3 million, not one, not two, but $3 million to censor conservatives. And of course, the Department of Homeland Security was trying to set up a disinformation governance board because they should be the arbiters of what can be said and what can't be said. I mean, this is crazy stuff. So we have had now dozens of whistleblowers from the FBI come to us, FBI agents come to us and tell us just how political things are at that particular agency. So yeah, we know what's going on.